Sácalo del aire. Thank you. No worries. No worries. Love it. The evil genius. Damas y caballeros. Aquí estamos en vivo. Going live, kid. Got my coffee. Right there with my coffee. Wow. Selected. Extra stuff. Gotta go. Mic check 1, 2. Levels is good. The levels is good. Alrighty then. Now we are ready to broadcast live. It's a lot easier to do this way. So now Okay, so we're live. My check 1 2. Live at the barbecue. Okay. Um, let's go with. Oh no, I can't do it that way. Sam Backman Freed. Routers. Routers always be coming through, man. CNBC. Stock futures dip slightly. Dow sinks more than 1400. Nope. Then alleges Elon Musk. Asia stocks. Stock market today. Asian shares sharply lower. Tracking. Oh. Now it's just gathering the content here. TikTok expand. Let me see. Novavax now authorized. Market watch. No. High treasury yields. Novartis Unisandos. Now we're talking, man. Now we talking, man. Think I'm gonna do just those two. Okay. See what else we got in the market. Hmm. Ripple gets formal approval for Singapore payment license. You talk about Ripple. 1 2 3 4. This is Cointelegraph. All right, let's try this. Wikipedia, markets. Let's check out markets. That way I could give you guys a variety for today. Bitcoin bull market analysis. See what I'm talking about? That's what I'm talking about. It's all about the Bitcoins, baby. It's all about the Bitcoins. You heard me? Ain't nothing else important but that digital gold. So 1 2 3 4 5. Let's keep going. See what else we got here. Jim Cramer says bonds are in charge. Oh yeah, we want to know what Jim got to say. Shout out to Jim. Jim is my dog. Oh, okay. Let's keep going. Oh no 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 no! Can't have that. Nope. Utility stocks, Forbes. Okay, Yahoo Finance has it too, just in case. 616 started at 606. Okay. Rising Treasury, SAS stocks dives. That's gonna be good. Zoom. I was on a Zoom yesterday. That's gonna be important. All right. 3 more. Oh, that's a good one. All right, so we need 2 more. Gotcha. Speaking of them, okay. Now one, two, 2 more. Oh yeah, the Pixel 8, baby. We need that. Get your Google stocks today. Alphabet is gonna be on fire. Forza, excelente. Oh no. Don't do that to me. AR's Technica, Samsung. Okay, let's do Samsung because this dumbass is the fucking top news. Okay, Samsung is last. Jim is talking about Ripple. Okay, now the content is sequenced and we can go. Don't say one. Okay, perfect. So we can shut this down and get it going. Send this to my squad. All right, Team BlackRock, Blackstone, we are going live. Can you dig it? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Team BlackRock and Blackstone, the best business partner you ever gonna have, man. All right, here we go. Sam Bankman Fried's father, ex Trump staffer amongst possible trial witnesses by Jody Godoy and Luke Cohen, courtesy of Routers. Please log on to Routers.com, today's sponsor. Okay, here we go. New York. Bankman Fried's father and brother, as well as Donald Trump's former spokesman Anthony, are among witnesses at the cryptocurrency exchange's founders fraud trial, according to a list read by a prosecutor in court on Tuesday. Scaramucci, Bankman Fried's father, Joseph Bankman, and his brother Gabriel Bankman Fried were on a list of potential witness. Prosecutor Daniel Sassoon read in court during jury selection trial in order to see if any prospective jurors knew them. The list included both proposed prosecution and defense witnesses, and there is no guarantee that those named will testify. The trial, which is expected to last about 6 weeks, comes early, nearly a year after FTX's collapse, shock markets, and tattered bank freezes and six alternates. Is set to continue on Wednesday, followed by opening statements. Federal prosecutors say Bankman Fried embezzled from customers at his FTX cryptocurrency exchange since his founding in 2019 until its November 2022 bankruptcy in order to prop up his hedge fund, Alameda Research, buy luxury properties, and donate more than $100 million to U.S. political candidates. Bankman Fried has pleaded not guilty to 7 counts of fraud and conspiracy. He has acknowledged inadequate risk management, but denies stealing funds. His lawyers have signaled in court papers they plan to argue that FTX treatment of customer funds was proper and that others at FTX and Alameda bore the bulk of the blame for their failure. The defendant's parents, Bankman and Barbara Fried, both Stanford Law School professors, were sued last month by FTX's current management, which accused them of using company funds to enrich themselves. Lawyers for Bankman and Fried called the accusations completely false. Scaramucci served briefly as White House communications director during Trump's administration. His investment firm, Skybridge Capital, once owned a stake in FTX. U.S. District Judge Louis Kaplan selected a pool of nearly 50 qualified jurors on Tuesday after dismissing several who had personal or professional obligations or otherwise thought they could not be fair. That included one man who said he and his brother each lost money through cryptocurrency investments. It almost financially ruined them, said the man. When Kaplan asked if the man could nonetheless be fair, he responded, I really want to believe that I could, but to be perfectly honest, I believe that it would affect me. Bankman Fried not offered plea deal. At the outset of proceedings, Kaplan told Bankman Fried in open court that it would ultimately be his decision whether to testify in his own defense, and asked Bankman Fried whether he understood. Yet the 31-year-old former billionaire replied he was dressed in a suit and striped tie, with his one signature curly, unkempt hair cut into a neater trim. Prosecutor Nicholas Boone said the two sides never engaged in talks about a potential plea deal, and no such offer was made to Bankman Fried. Three former members of Bankman Fried's inner circle, Alameda's co chief Caroline Ellison, and former FTX executives Gary Wang and Nishat Sain reached plea deals with the United States Attorney Office in Manhattan and are set to testify against him. The jury may also hear from former FTX lawyers Daniel Friedberg and Ryan Miller, former FTX chief operating officer Constance Wang, former Alameda co-chief Sam Trabucco, and Ryan Salami, the former chief of FTX's Bahamian subsidiary. According to the list Sassoon read in court, Salame last month pleaded guilty to conspiracy charges but did not agree to cooperate. Bankman Fried has been detained since August 11th after the judge found he had likely engaged in witness tampering, including by sharing Ellison's personal writings with a reporter. Ellison and Bankman Fried are former romantic partners. And again, you you realize that everything that glitters is not gold. Sadly, everything that glitters is not gold. And here we go. This article is brought to you on behalf of CoinTelegraph. Please log on to cointelegraph.com and check it out. Thank them for sponsoring today's programming. Okay. And here we go. This article is brought to you by William Suberg. Okay. Bitcoin bull market awaits as U.S. faces bear steepener. Arthur Hayes. Bitcoin is witnessing a 16-year high in 30-year U.S. government bond yields, and money printing is all but guaranteed, says the ex-BitMEX CEO. Bitcoin bulls should eye U.S. no way out moment. United States Treasury yields are screaming higher, and with that, Hayes believes that a macroeconomic flashpoint is only a matter of time. The reason comes in the form of a so-called bear steepener, a phenomenon that describes long-term interest rates rising more quickly than short-term ones. Why do I love these stock markets right now? And when yields are screaming higher, bank models have no concept of a bear steepener occurring, he argued. Given the current steep rise in the 230s curve, the difference between the 30-year and 2-year yields combined with rising long and short-term interest rates, the pressure across the economy is rising. Due to the leverage and nonlinear risk embedded in banks' portfolios, they will be selling bonds or paying fixed rates on IRS as rates rise. More selling begets more selling, which is no bueno for bond prices, Hayes continued. The result should be clear: a return to mass liquidity injections, counteracting the quantitative tightening seen since late 2021, which has pressured crypto markets. For Hayes, this could not come without major casualties along the way, he concluded. The faster this bear steepener rises, the faster someone goes belly up, the faster everyone recognizes there is no way out other than money printing to save government bond markets. The faster we get back to the crypto bull market, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Separate data from TradingView shows the 30-year U.S. government bonds yield hitting 5% this week, a first since August 2007, before the global financial crisis. Continuing the discussion, Philip Swift, creator of Statistics Resource, look into Bitcoin and co-founder of Trading Suite Decent Trader, voiced his support for Hayes' prognosis. An accompanying chart showed Bitcoin's relationship with Treasury yields. That would be the major catalyst for the Bitcoin bull market. He commented about a theoretical return to money supply expansion. United States debt sees its own October. Alongside the United States continues to add its record high national debt at an astonishing pace. 2 weeks after the debt tally passed 33 trillion for the first time, the government increases total by 275 billion in just one day. This did not go unnoticed amongst financial commentators. In a single day, the US added more than half of Bitcoin's entire market cap in debt. Samson Mao, CEO of Bitcoin adoption firm Jan3, responded, "That's something like 10 million BTC. And yet, there are still people that are unsure if 27,000 is a good price to buy." I agree 100%. Oh man, I agree 100%. Moving on. Two stocks. Please log on to CNBC.com. Stock futures dip slightly after Dow turns negative for 2023. Live updates by Alex Howard. Stock futures dipped slightly Wednesday following a tough session that dragged the Dow Jones Industrial Average into negative territory for 2023. Futures tied to the 30-year stock index slipped 3 points. S&P 500 futures and Nasdaq 100 futures lost 0.1% and 0.2% respectively. The move follows a losing session on Wall Street after job openings data indicated the labor market is still strong and bond yields march higher. The Dow lost 1.3%, notching its worst session since March. The S&P 500 tumbled 1.4% and at one point hit its lowest level since June. The Nasdaq Composite ended 1.9% slower and lower. Those losses pulled the Dow into the red on the year. It's now off 0.4%. The S&P 500 and Nasdaq are up more than 10% and 24% respectively for 2023. Meanwhile, the 10-year and 30-year Treasury yields both hit their highest levels since 2007 in the session. The average rate on the closely followed 30-year fixed mortgage approached 8%. Yields were little changed on Wednesday. Interest rates are the primary driver of equity performance today and have been for the better part of 2 months, said Ross Mayfield, investment strategy analyst at Baird. The August job opening survey issued Tuesday showed 9.6 million vacancies in the month, notably higher than the consensus estimate of 8.8 million from economists polled by Dow Jones. That indication of continued strength in the labor market concerned investors hoping the Federal Reserve is near the end of its interest rate hiking cycle. The surprise increase in job openings comes at an unwelcome time, where markets are hoping for data that eases the Fed's inflation concerns, said Young Yuma, Chief Investment Officer of BMO Wealth Management. It's a classic good news is bad news because the potential impact of higher interest rates on both the economy and markets is beginning to become concerning. The labor markets remain a focus of investors through the end of the week. Before the all important jobs data due Friday, investors will parse private payroll data from ADP on Wednesday and the weekly jobless claim reports expected on Thursday. Traders will also watch for economic data on purchasing and housing orders slated for Wednesday. Stock market struggle likely to continue, says Barclays. Barclays strategist Emmanuel Cowell sees stocks struggling in the near term as rising treasury yields rattle Wall Street. Surging real estate and a stronger dollar are unfriendly to risk assets. Absent a circuit breaker to the bond market, equities may continue to struggle as rising X asset volatility prompts more de risking, and cash is the only place to hide. Cowell wrote on Wednesday. The growth policy trade off is tricky as policy transmission works with a lag. So central banks are unlikely to blink in a hurry unless something breaks. Meanwhile, markets are starting to pay attention to fiscal risk, which means pressure on sovereign yields that may be here to stay, he said. Novartis Unis Sandoz starts trading at 24 Swiss francs after completing spinoff by Elliott Smith. The Swiss drug maker announced intentions to spin off the Sandoz business in August, offering stakeholders one Sandoz share for every five Novartis shares via a dividend in kind distribution. Novartis on Wednesday completed the spin-off of its generics and biosimilars business Sandoz, whose shares began trading at 24 Swiss francs in the early minutes of the company's debut on the SIX Swiss exchange. The Swiss drug maker initially announced intentions to spin off the businesses in August, offering stakeholders one Sandoz share for every five Novartis shares via dividend in kind distribution. Narasimhan told CNBC that the company had accelerated its effort over the last 6 years to focus Novartis on a pure play innovative medicines company. Pure play companies refer to entities that target a single product or industry sectors. Over the last 6 years, we've done over $100 billion of transactions. We exited consumer health to create one of the largest consumer health companies, excited Alon Alcon in the largest public market spin in European capital markets. We exited our Roche stake. Narasimha told CNBC's Juliana Tattlebaum. Now we spin off Sandoz, and what is left now is really where I think Novartis is best suited to succeed in the long run. A pure play innovative medicines company focused on bringing R&D efforts and the new medicines we create to markets around the world. Novartis shares climbed more than 3% in early trade in Zurich to lead the Pan-European Stock 600 index. Novartis also reiterated its full-year guidance, with sales expected to grow in a high single-digit percentage and with core operating income set to grow in the low double digits to mid-teens. In a statement alongside the Wednesday's announcement, Narasimha said his was a truly historic moment for Novartis and Sandoz as they begin life as independent companies. With several consecutive quarters of sales growth, Sandoz starts out from a position of strength as a global leader in generics and biosimilars. And I am confident They are poised to deepen their impact on patients and society. He added, Jefferies analysts have valued the Sandoz listing at between 12.3 billion and 16.2 billion when the company begins trading on Wednesday. Sandoz CEO Richard Saynor also on Wednesday told CNBC that the spinoff would help his company focus its own strategy, which included a pipeline of 25 biologics projects, with five more set to launch over the next 2 years. Ultimately, it's about focus. Sandoz is the world's largest generics and biosimilars company. And now, by becoming an independent company, we can focus on how we grow that business, how we bring more products to patients, and really continue to build on the momentum that we've created over the last couple of years. Saynor told CNBC on Wednesday. Saynor said the company's broad aims are to continue to build on the sales momentum of the last 7 quarters, expanding the profit margin over the next few years, and driving free cash flows. Around half of Sandoz revenue comes from Europe, which Saynor said gives the company a huge platform to grow. We've invested heavily in our biologics pipeline. So, as we sit here today, we have 25 projects in our pipeline, and we are in the process of launching about over five over the next 2 years, Saynor said. We've guided that around 3 billion of sales will come from our new pipeline, which is more than twice what we've seen over the previous 5 years. And we're expecting half to come from biosimilars, and half of the growth in total will now come from North America. So we'll see the United States business starting to accelerate over the next few years. Mad money. Jim Cramer says bonds are in charge and aren't letting the stock market get out of its slump. CNBC's Jim Cramer on Tuesday said the stock market is currently at the mercy of the bond market. Stocks can't soar, Cramer said, until bond prices go up and yield rates come down. Until rates go down, meaning until bond prices go up in price, this cascade's going to continue. Do I think it's overdone? Yes, absolutely. We bought stocks today for the charitable trust because they crushed the NASDAQ. And our provision is always that we buy stocks in these big bad days, he said. But if rates keep rising, we'll lose money on those stocks because bonds are in charge. And for now, they aren't allowing stocks to rally. They're only allowing them to fall. Although Kramer admitted the bonds market can seem boring, he asserted this bond market is hardly that, with its inverse relationship to the stock market. As rates go higher, investors don't feel stocks are worth as much as they were when rates were lower, he said. Kramer used spice and flavor maker McCormick as an example. The company reported what he called an okay quarter Tuesday before the open, but its shares fell 8.5%. To Kramer, the company's stocks might have soared in different market conditions, but fared poorly because of a relentless tsunami of selling. So instead of rewarding McCormick for its consistent middling growth, we slaughter it because it's not growing fast enough to justify its valuation in this environment, he said. Whatever we use to award McCormick for its bland positive qualities has been washed away thanks to the action in the bonds. Technology. Ripple obtains full license to operate in Singapore as it expands in Asia Pacific. Cryptocurrency company Ripple said on Wednesday that it has obtained a major payments institution license in Singapore, a strategic step towards growing its presence in the Asia Pacific region. The new development comes less than 4 months after the Monetary Authority of Singapore granted an initial in principle approval in June. With the full license, Ripple will continue to provide regulated crypto payment services in Singapore. Over 90% of Ripple's business is outside of the United States and Singapore, and to a large degree, Asia Pacific is one of its fastest growing regions, the company said. Ripple said it will continue to prioritize the region for adoption of its crypto payment services. Monica Long, president of Ripple, told CNBC in an interview last month that the Singapore office's headcount has more than doubled in the past year because our business within the Asia Pacific region has really exploded. Singapore has led crypto regulation in the region. The country's Payment Services Act, which regulates payment services and the provision of crypto services to the public, has been in effect since January 2020. The city state has also stepped up scrutiny on crypto firms. It ordered crypto service providers to safekeep customer assets under statutory trust before the end of 2023. It also restricts such firms from facilitating, lending, or staking of their retail customers' assets. Since establishing Singapore as our Asia Pacific headquarters in 2017, the country has been pivotal to Ripple's global business. We have hired exceptional talent and local leadership and plan to continue growing our presence in a progressive jurisdiction like Singapore. Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, said in a statement, under Maz's leadership, Singapore has developed into one of the leading fintech and digital assets hubs, striking the balance between innovation, consumer protection, and responsible growth, said Garlinghouse. The comments stand in contrast to Ripple's situation in the United States, where it and Coinbase are embroiled in lawsuits with the Securities and Exchange Commission. The SEC charged Ripple and its founders in 2020, alleging they illegally sold its native cryptocurrency, XRP, without first registering it with the SEC. But in July, a landmark ruling determined the token was not in itself necessarily a security. Coinbase, Ripple, and other crypto firms have slammed the United States for lack of clarity around crypto rules and threatened to leave the country in response to the SEC's crackdown. Coinbase announced on Monday that it has obtained a major payment institution license in Singapore after obtaining in principle approval about a year ago. Ripple and Coinbase joined more than a dozen firms that are licensed to offer crypto services in Singapore. Forbes. Here's why largest U.S. utility stocks just tanked to a 3.5-year low as sector fails. By Derek Saul, Forbes staff. Top line, utility stocks kept spiraling, headlined by a more than 20% 1 week share price drop from the most valuable firm by market capitalization. And the sector largely has one factor to thank: rising interest rates. Okay. Here are some key facts. The S&P 500's utility sector tanked 5% on Monday, closing at its lowest level since June 2020, dipping another 1% in early Tuesday trading. Captaining the losses was based renewable energy firm Next Extra, Era Energy, the largest utility company by market value at over 100 billion, which has crashed nearly 25% over the last week to near $50, its lowest ticker since March 2020. Next Era's crash came as numerous analysts slashed their outlook for the stock, including Wells Fargo's Neil Calton, who cut his price target 20% to a still bullish $84, largely attributed to the recent decline and added to a challenging macroeconomic situation. Much of the recent macro headaches can be traced to rising rates as utilities are among the most sensitive stocks to rate changes historically, considering the sector's heavy reliance on debt financing to grow business. It's not just struggling bottom lines that scare investors away from the sector. Utility stocks typically offer high dividend payments, but as bond yields soar, individuals have another attractive option for income generating investments. And for next era, dividend hungry investors have further fuel for concerns as its subsidiary NextEra Energy Partners slashed its dividend growth forecast in half last week. Goldman Sachs analyst Carly Davenport explained Sunday the slide comes amid escalating worries that the far larger NextEra Energy will need to revise its own earnings growth guidance as a result of its offshoots downward revision. Big number, 20%. That's how much the utility sector is down year to date, more than twice as steep of a drop as any of the S&P's 510 other sectors and far underperforming the broader index 12% gain. Surprising fact, yields for 10-year US Treasury notes climbed Tuesday to over 4.7%, their highest level since 2007 after tripling since the beginning of 2022 when the Federal Reserve began the ongoing rate hiking cycle. Contra. Analysis average price target for NextEra is 79.31, implying 35% upside according to FactSet. Carlton said he remains highly bullish for the long-term growth prospects for renewables and NextEra's competitive advantage domestically, adding as painful as the content current period is. We believe NextEra will emerge in an even stronger position once the tide turns. Routers, aerospace and defense. SAS stocks dives 95% as restructuring is announced. Copenhagen. Shares in SAS.st tumbled 95% at market open on Wednesday after the Scandinavian airline announced new big shareholders late on Tuesday in a restructuring that will see the group delisted from bourses and existing ownership stakes erased. SAS said United States investment firm Castlelake and Air France KLM AIRF.PA will become new major shareholders in the airline alongside the Danish state following bankruptcy proceedings. Scandinavia's biggest carrier filed for bankruptcy protection in the United States in mid 2022 after years of struggling with high costs coupled with low customer demand brought on by the pandemic. Castle Lake will stake a stake of about 32%. Air France KLM will own around 20%. Lind Invest 8.6%, and the Danish state will hold about 26%, SAS said. The remaining equity will likely be distributed among creditors, the airline said. Please log on to theverse.com. Tech, artificial intelligence, and apps. Zoom Docs launches in 2024 with built-in AI collaboration features. Zoom selling a cheaper AI package than Microsoft's 365 Copilot and Google Duet AI, and soon it can plug into a new modular workspace. By Wes David, a weekend editor who covers the latest in tech and entertainment. He has written news, reviews, and more as a tech journalist since 2020. At Zoomtopia 2023 today, Zoom announced Zoom Docs, a collaboration focused modular workspace that integrates the company's Zoom AI companion for generating new content or populating a doc from other sources. You know the drill by now. Along with the mail and calendar offerings launched during last year's event, Zoom Docs is another step toward a full office suite alternative to Google Workspace and Microsoft 365, which both have started to integrate AI powered tools of their own, dubbed Duet AI and Copilot, respectively. The company says it will be widely available in 2024. Like other AI helper software, users can ask Zoom AI Companion to do things like summarize meetings, chats, and information from inside Zoom Docs or generate in document tables. Zoom Docs support inter-document linking, and embedding, hierarchical organization with folders and docs can be managed from meetings, Zoom's team chat, or directly through a browser of Zoom's desktop and mobile applications. The setup looks more focused on team collaboration than spreadsheets, and presentations like Microsoft and Google's mature productivity suites, and Zoom AI Companion is cheaper. Zoom AI Companion is included in the price of the company's paid subscription plans, which start at $149.90 per year per user. Microsoft charges an extra $30 per user per month for 365 Copilot, and Google has said it will do the same. Zoom didn't mention specific pricing for Zoom Docs app, but includes 1 year of access to its essential apps with paid subscriptions. If a team doesn't tend to use their office tools outside of note taking and meetings, that could help Zoom keep business customers who are trying to spend less on their remote office software. Word had to be a fucking thing. Okay. Please log on to cnet.com. The Pixel 8 launch is today. Here's how to watch the Made by Google event. Today's Google event should bring in big news about the Pixel 8 phones and the Pixel 2 watch by Patrick Holland. Please log on to cnet.com. Today is the Made by Google event, where we expect the Pixel 8, 8 Pro, and Pixel Watch 2 to be launched. That's no surprise to Pixel aficionados. Google hasn't exactly been keeping the new phones and smartwatches under wraps. In fact, we already know quite a lot of what will be announced, the names of the devices, what they look like, and that there are likely some AI features. Who needs rumors? Am I right? It feels like this morning's Google Pixel event will be less like an unveiling and more like a filing or filling in the blanks. Here's everything you can expect at the 2023 Made by Google event and how to watch the Pixel 8 launch live. How to watch Google Pixel's event. As has been made the case for several years now, Google holds an annual event in October to launch the latest generation of Pixel devices. This year's Made by Google event is set for Wednesday, October the 4th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time, 3 p.m. BST, 1 a.m. AEST. It's being held in New York for invited members of the press and will stream on Google YouTube's channel. CNET will be at the event in person to cover the reveals of the new phones and wristwatch, along with anything else Google may show off. The Google 8 and Google 8 Pro. Meet the new Pixel phones, featuring the most advanced Pixel cameras yet, and Google AI to help you do more even faster. That's the tagline on Google's site for the new Pixel 8 and 8 Pro. The Pixel phone has always embraced AI and machine learning to some extent, but this tease definitely suggests more. And that might be why Google's bold news previews focus mainly on what the new phones look like and avoid showing off what they can actually do. In a purportedly leaked video on 91 Mobiles shared by Camilla Wojciechowska, there's a walkthrough showing off new camera features, which are apparently powered by Google AI controlled by you. This enhanced video stabilization feature called Video Boost gets showcased, as well as night mode photo processing under very dim lighting and improved audio isolation for video recording. In what's perhaps the wildest feature, the video shows a picture of people on a merry-go-round and then someone swapping out their blurry heads for crisp in focus versions on a Pixel 8. If this is Google AI, count me as intrigued. Aside from the AI, the Pixel 8 will follow previous Google phones and being the smaller of the two, and only the Pixel 8 Pro will have a telephoto camera. In Google's teaser video, the phones are shown off in a carnation pink and white color. Both Pixels look like they've had nearly every right angle smoothed out. The edges appear more rounded, and both phones looking taller and slimmer than their predecessors. Wojciechowska also shared leaked Pixel 8 and 8 Pro specs on 91 Mobiles, as did reliable tipster Evan Blass on X. Both phones apparently share the same main 48 megapixel camera, but the rest are different. According to the specs, the Pixel 8 has a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera compared with the 50 megapixel one on the 8 Pro, which will include a new macro focus mode. Both have a 10.5 megapixel front facing camera, but the 8 Pro selfie camera also has autofocus instead of the fixed focus on the Pixel 8. The 8 Pro, like recent Pro models, has a third rear camera, telephoto, with 5x optical zoom. In terms of the screens, the Pixel 8 looks to have a 6.2-inch display, which is smaller than the 6.3-inch one on the Pixel 7. The Pixel 8 screen gets a boosted refresh rate to 120 Hz, up from the Pixel 7 90 Hz. Both phones are expected to also feature Google's Tensor G3 chip. Perhaps the most curious rumor is that the Pixel 8 Pro will have a built in thermometer, according to another video leak on 91 Mobiles, in partnership with Wojciechowski. You'll be able to use the 8 Pro to measure your temperature. The video has been taken offline, but a contactless thermometer could open up more health features if the leak is accurate. It won't be the first smartphone to offer such functionality. The 2020 Honor for Play Pro used a sensor to do something similar. As reported by 9 to 5 Google, the eighth generation of Pixel phones could come with an increased price tag. In the United States, with the base Pixel 8 going for $699 and the base 8 Pro for $999, a $100 increase for both phones over last year. The Google Pixel Watch 2. As with the phones, Google has released a teaser video for the Pixel Watch 2. The new watch looks nearly identical to last year's original Pixel Watch, aside from the crown, which appears more svelte. In a close up shot of the side, you can see the bottom of the watch with IP68 listed on it. That will be a substantial upgrade considering the original version lacked by any official dust or water resistance. The Pixel Watch 2, along with the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro, will be available for pre order in October 4th, according to the fine print in Google's videos. For everything else, we'll have to wait for the Made by Google event. And we're going to finish strong because we got time for one more, baby. One more, baby. Samsung's Galaxy S23 FE, Galaxy Tab S9 FE, and Galaxy Buds FE bring standout features to even more users. Korea. All new FE series devices bring together a new spin on iconic designs, cutting edge camera and audio quality, powerful performance, and more. Samsung Electronics is announcing the latest FE series addition to the Samsung Galaxy ecosystem. The new Galaxy S23 FE, Galaxy Tab S9 FE, and S9 FE Plus, and Galaxy Buds FE. Known for their iconic and durable designs, advanced performance, cutting edge camera and audio capabilities, and so much more. These are the best and the most epic FE devices yet for those who want to experience Galaxy flagship devices for the first time. The new FE devices are the perfect entry point. At Samsung, we are committed to bringing world class innovation to everyone through epic mobile experiences that fit their lifestyle. Said TM Rowe, President and Head of Mobile Experience Business at Samsung Electronics. Our new FE devices are packed with crowd pleasing premium capabilities that, on their own or as a part of a connected ecosystem, let Galaxy users maximize their creativity and productivity. Galaxy S23 FE, the Galaxy S series iconic design, pro grade camera, and smooth gaming performance are designed to elevate your everyday. Galaxy S23 FE stays true to the iconic S series design with its new floating camera and premium finish protected with IP68-1 water and dust resistance for an even sleeker display. Plus, it features recycled materials and packaging, packing a punch with durability, functionality, and sustainability, offered in new vibrant colors. Galaxy S23 FE allows users to select the device's color that best fits their style. Everyday moments come to life on Galaxy S23 with pro grade camera features to help you capture amazing photos and videos. See sharp details in every scene with a 50 megapixel high resolution lens and 3 times optical zoom. After dark, nightography on Galaxy S23 FE lets you take clear selfies and portraits in lifelike colors with advanced digital image stabilization (VDIS). Take steady shots on the go using the rear camera with optical image stabilizer (OIS) angle. When it comes to creating perfectly shareable content, Galaxy S23 FE is an editing studio on the go. In Pro mode, controls for shutter speed, aperture, ISO, and more can be manually adjusted to your preferences. Capture customized shots with the Camera Assistant app too, and choose which automated features to use for a fully customized shooting experience. With the freedom to create and customize, Galaxy S23 FE cameras has the AI powered editing tools to help elevate your creations. For gaming and streaming, Galaxy S23's FE powerful processor makes every action rapid and fluid with a vapor chamber that helps to control heat and sustain performance. The long lasting 4500 mega amp per hour battery intuitively adjusts to conserve energy, charging up to 50% in just 30 minutes with a 25-watt adapter squared to the third. All this power comes to life in a bright, super smooth 6.4-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X display based on your surroundings. Vision Booster technology on Galaxy S23 FE automatically detects bright lighting conditions, keeping the screen vivid, just like flagship models. The Galaxy S23 FE series is available from $599 in modern, bold colors, including mint cream, graphite, and purple indigo. And tangerine are also available exclusively at Samsung.com. Galaxy Tab S9 FE and Tab S9 FE Plus. Large screen viewing, IP68 durability, and S Pen boost possibilities for creativity and productivity. Whenever inspiration strikes, Galaxy Tab S9 FE and S9 FE Plus deliver essential entertainment, expressive creativity, and seamless productivity. With two portable and powerful devices to choose from, even more users can experience the versatility of the Galaxy Tab S series. Digital creators, entrepreneurs, busy students, artists, gamers, and more will explore their passions and get work done with improved device speed and even better performance compared to the previous FE series. Responsive and immersive viewing and creating can happen at home, at work, on campus, or even at the park on the Galaxy S9 FE's 10.9-inch and Tab S9 FE Plus's 12.4-inch displays, featuring an automatic refresh rate that adapts up to 90 Hz. Sunlight is no match for Vision Booster, which enhances visibility in outdoor environments by optimizing color and contrast, especially in dark area of the screen. Just like the newest Galaxy Tab S9 series, both Tab S9 FE and Tab S9 FE received an IP68 rating, offering enhanced durability for peace of mind on the go. Plus, Tab S9 FE's long lasting battery with up to 20 hours of video playback on a single charge means work and play won't keep you tethered to a cord. Ideas and notes are easy to capture with Galaxy's signature inbox IP68 rated S Pen. Like the Galaxy Tab S9 series, the Tab S9 FE and S9 FE Plus include a wide variety of creative tools and apps, including fan favorites like GoodNotes, Luma Fusion, Clip Studio Paint, and more. Easily keep class notes, sketches, videos, and more with up to double the storage, plus the option to upgrade to 1 terabyte with a micro SD card. The Galaxy Tab S9 FE series is available from $449 in four fashionable colors: mint, silver, gray, and lavender. Galaxy Buds FE, superior sound, powerful ANC, and ergonomics design expand the excellent audio experience to more users. Galaxy Bud FE brings Samsung's industry leading sound experience to more users. Its more powerful bass offers deep and rich sound that allows you to enjoy music the way the artist intended, while powerful active noise cancellation, ANC, and ambient sound enable you to hear more of what you love and less of what you don't. Also, automatic personalized beamforming of the Advanced 3 microphone system, along with AI powered Deep Natural Network DNN, separates your voice from unwanted background noise for clearer calls, boosting the longest battery life in the Bud series. Galaxy Buds FE provide up to 8.5 hours of playback with earbuds and total up to 30 hours, including the charging case. Even when using ANC, users can get up to 6 hours of playback with earbuds, and total up to 21 hours, including the case, inspired by the iconic and ergonomic design of the series. Galaxy Buds FE are engineered to be comfortable enough to wear for a long time and enable a more customized fit with three different sizes of ear tips and two different sizes for wingtips. Galaxy Buds are available for $99 in two distinct modern colors, graphite and white. One seamlessly connected Galaxy ecosystem. With new FT devices, it's easier than ever to experience the full power of the connected Galaxy ecosystem. Productivity is intuitive with multi control, which enables users to drag and drop content easily between multiple Galaxy devices. Copy and paste and drag and drop between smartphone and tablet when creativity strikes. Simply transfer videos and images from smartphone to tablet with quick share for easier editing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we got for today. Um, as you know, I got a flight to catch, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. We should be landing in a few hours. So, love you guys. See you tomorrow.